Hey, what's up guys, we're back with another video, and today the purpose of this video is to figure out what is the best deployable to place on your base. Let's say if you're trying to use the deployable to make it tougher to raid, and we're gonna find out if we can make a base completely unraidable just using deployables. Now the deployables that we can use are listed here in the F1 console in the items tab, and there is exactly 87 of them here. Now obviously more than half of these things you can't actually attach to the wall or floor of your base, but we're going to go over the things that you can, which include portraits, wooden signs, drop boxes, rugs, tuna can lamps, and some other miscellaneous items here. I'm going to search for the best thing for base protection. For each base, we'll start off with a simple 1x1 base build, and we'll go ahead and armor it all up. So that will be the base build that we test these on, just to make it simplified and easier to see what we can do. Anyways, over here, I started off with the wooden signs. Now, let's say theoretically, you could stack these signs up like this. Let's ignore the fact that the top floor is exposed. I didn't feel like putting more signs going all the way up, but there's at least 10,000 wooden signs here. These are large wooden signs, 2 rows on each wall. Let's say that you had those extending in every single direction at every single angle, and the only way to access this base was going through signs. Let's see what C4 does to it. Here we go. So as you can see, the splash damage of that C4 literally takes out a third of them, probably around 1,000 signs at once. So that is not going to be viable to use at all. Okay, so here we have literally every single deployable that can attach to a wall. We're gonna see what one C4 in the center does to all of them, and then check the HP, see if any of them would have survived the C4. Okay, looks like that's a no. Yeah, the signs are low enough that would not survive 1C4, so we're going to have to look elsewhere other than the items tab to help our base. Interestingly enough, the bear rug legit deflects C4, but the regular rug, not so much. So C4 clips onto the rug, but not the bear. Okay dudes, let's say you were able to get some perfectly placed bear rugs. I've made this one stone, not armored, just because it is a lot easier to do rugs onto it. But let's say you did cover all the square footage of the walls with bear rugs, which is not an easy feat. I guess you could be costing the raiders an extra C4 if they're dumb enough to try to C4 this thing. But yeah, you'll just get a bounce. I guess if it bounces far enough, they might waste even more C4. Unfortunately, these do take C4 blasts and they get destroyed just like that. So where these rugs could potentially cost the raiders an extra C4 if they're stupid enough to throw it on it is if your base is like in a valley and all that's exposed is the floors on top, no foundations or walls. You could line the roof with them, and then C4, yeah, just bounces right the heck off. Eventually it'll stop once it finds a spot to land and destroy the rugs, but it will be 1C4 extra. And that one went far enough it didn't even kill the rugs. One way I have seen signs being used as base defense is in camouflage, and mostly in the snow biome because that's the only color that's easily matched by painting. Now, obviously an experienced player would see this as a base, but from far away, maybe not as noticeable. Still definitely sticks out, but this definitely has some potential. You could probably place them a little bit better, try to cover up the corners of the base, as well as on modded servers, you have /SIL, so you can upload your own pictures. If you actually take a screenshot of behind the base, then upload it to the photo, you can make this thing look completely invisible by making sort of like a mirror effect. But yeah, you look through it and you see the terrain behind it. It's actually pretty cool when done well. Takes a while and you kind of got to get it perfect, and it really only works from one angle. But yeah, this does have a little bit of potential. Okay, now on to the more viable options. On a more serious note, so we have a locker. Let's say you place in your honeycomb, trying to make raiders use more to blast through the next layer. Well, one well-placed C4, they can hit the wall and hit the locker at the same time. And yes, locker will get destroyed. But interestingly enough, a rocket does not destroy the locker. This thing is on dangerously low health though, 188, so 2 rockets will do it. Next, we have the workbench tier 3. So sort of a medium style protection. Believe it or not, this thing takes 3 C4 placed nearby it just to destroy. So yeah, 3 C4 and you have damaged the wall behind it. And lastly, the most freaking OP deployable right here, the vending machine. Can't scoot past it on either side. And this thing takes a whopping 5 C4 to destroy that's next to it. So let's go as close as possible here without actually hitting the vending machine. And there you go. Yeah, on the 5th C4 destroys it. And if that's not strong enough, all the loot inside will be despawned upon destroyed. Even if you directly C4 the vending machine, it's still gonna take 3 and not drop its loot. So yeah, definitely the most viable deployable item to use in your honeycomb or as defense around the edge. I've also definitely seen stone barricades in honeycomb trying to be used, but it's mainly just to grief naked players. They're a pain in the butt to hit down with your rock, but really not that great at defense if somebody's raiding you, despite them being called barricades. Here's what just 1 C4 does to him. And yeah, boom. All of your barricades are dead. Okay, dudes, well, we have an honorable mention to the snowman. So just to prove to you guys there's a base in here, I've left 2 sides unguarded by snowmen. So yeah, we got the 1x1 armored here, and I'll show you guys what Olaf can do here. Just straight up bounces the C4 off of him. So we can toss as many C4s as we want at this thing, and he just rejects it, even on the top. Okay, that one stuck, but you get the point. Unfortunately, they aren't resistant to C4. So yeah, that pretty much covers all of the deployable items, at least most of them that you can set inside or actually on your base. And it really comes down to only 3 that are pretty effective, which is the vending machine for inside of your honeycomb, the signs that you can make camouflage, mostly in the snow biome, and then lastly, the bear rug if you want to put that on your rooftops, but it would probably go in the order of effectiveness of vending machine first, camouflage sign second, and bear rugs last because they can easily be shot out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun making it and experimenting with all of the deployables in the game. If you guys were entertained at all, make sure to get subbed. We're going to try to be making more entertaining / helpful videos. As you can see, this channel is going to be mainly based on entertaining things with a sprinkle of actual helpful information that you might not know yet. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.